In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on April 20th, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Arizona Diamondbacks versus Washington Nationals. Arizona faces off against Washington in the third game of their 4-game series Wednesday night. Due to the rain out on Monday, the two teams played a doubleheader on Tuesday. The Nationals won both ends, holding the Diamondbacks to just 1 run between the 2 games. The losses make it 3 in a row for Arizona, and they dropped 2 of 3 to the Mets in their previous series. They are just 3-7 in the early going. Washington lost 3 of 4 to the lowly Pirates leading up to their series with the Diamondbacks, and they are 5-7 so far in 2022. There can be great value found when we have the opportunity to pick the superior starting pitcher as an underdog. While Merrill Kelly isn't going to be mistaken for Max Scherzer anytime soon, he is a steady arm that consistently posts quality outings. He has a solid edge over Fed both in terms of stats as well as StatCast metrics, while Washington has a few scary hitters. As long as he can keep Soto from hurting him too badly, he can take advantage of the Nationals' weak bottom of the order. Arizona's bats have been abysmal in the early going, but they get a favorable matchup against Eric Fed, and even a poor offense is due for some positive regression as they obviously aren't going to have an OPS under .550 for the whole season. It's hard to back the Arizona Diamondbacks with any confidence as the offense is dead right now, scoring 3 or fewer runs time and time again and scoring 1 run in their last 3 games combined. With that said, Merrill Kelly is off to a strong start, allowing 7 hits and no runs while striking out 13 batters in 9.1 innings. There's value to getting plus money with a hot starting pitcher. To 2 in their last 7 road games with the total set at 9 and 10.5. After being swept in a doubleheader, I believe that the Diamondbacks can grab a win and gain some respect in this series. So the Arizona Diamondbacks money line is our full game side pick. We have an average offense going up against one of the worst in baseball, and both pitchers are in position to perform to the top end of their abilities. Versus New York Mets. The New York Mets play host to the San Francisco Giants on Wednesday night from Citi Field in the third game of their midweek series. The Mets made quick work of the Giants during Tuesday's doubleheader, grabbing the sweep as they've already assured themselves of at least a series split. In just one day, the Mets were able to grab more wins against the Giants than they had in all of 2021, after going 1-5 against their counterparts from the West Coast. With both teams hoping to be in the playoff conversation come fall, a series and a game like Wednesday nights could prove to be consequential when things are all said and done. San Francisco is 48-19 in their last 67 road games and 52-23 in their last 75 games overall, while the under is 5-1 in their last 6 games as a road favorite. New York is 6-1 in their last 7 games overall and 4-1 in their last 5 games against the National League West, while the under is 3-1 in their last 5 games as an underdog. Chris Bassett has looked incredibly well this season, while Carlos Rodon is doing good as hitters attempt to adjust to him in the National League. The Mets have been one of the most patient offensive teams as they are 3rd in MLB with 47 walks, while the Giants are tied for 18th with 35 walks this season thus far. The Mets are in their home ballpark and have a veteran mind in Buck Showalter, so they are not going to get outmanaged with him as the head of the team. I like both pitchers in Rodon and Bassett, but I still have seen Rodon blow up enough times that it takes just 1 bad inning to fall out of love with him again. And while the strikeouts are nice, I really like what I've seen from the Mets in terms of run production, and I think we're getting value with the Mets and the cheap price at home behind a pitcher in Chris Bassett that looks very comfortable in his new digs. Go with the New York Mets to take care of business in this game as they have the more talented team. So the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. Wednesday's game pits 2 of the best pitchers in baseball against each other to start the season. Bassett has been elite, coming in with a 0.75 ERA and a 0.67 WHIP. For Rodon, the lefty has emerged as the potential ace for the Giants, sitting on a 1.5 ERA and 0.75 WHIP, adding in that both go an average of 6 innings. The lack of bullpen innings will keep the potential for mid-game heroics down. For the Giants, the injuries alone to their offense could be problematic to them finding much offense, and Tuesday's doubleheader showed it won't take a massive offensive explosion to grab the win. Additionally, the under is 5-1 in the last 6 meetings overall between the two teams and is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between the two in New York. Both starting pitchers have been strong this year, and I expect this game is going to be much of the same. Look for both pitchers to only give up a run or two, and that will be the difference as this game stays below the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Toronto Blue Jays versus Boston Red Sox. The Toronto Blue Jays are 6-4 this season and are coming off a 4-3 home win over the Oakland Athletics to end their series. They will be sending young righty Jose Berrios to pitch and is coming off a no decision against the New York Yankees, where he went 5 innings and allowed 3 runs on 6 hits with 3 walks and 5 strikeouts. The Boston Red Sox have been doing decent this season with a 5-5 record and are looking to be a force in the American League East. They will have right-hander Nick Pivetta on the bump, and he is coming off a losing effort where he threw just 2 innings and allowed 4 runs on 5 hits with 2 walks and 2 strikeouts against the Minnesota Twins. These teams both added some solid players to the left side of their infield during the offseason, but the Blue Jays have the better pitcher on the mound here. Both Berrios and Pivetta have struggled early in the season thus far, but the expected numbers are better for Jose Berrios this season and has shown the ability to pitch well throughout his career. These teams are not afraid to go to their bullpen, as Toronto has thrown 45.1 innings out of the bullpen while Boston is pitching 44 innings thus far from their bullpen. The Sox will send Nick Pivetta on the mound for Game 2, who has struggled mightily thus far. The loss to the Yankees could be considered understandable, but the smackdown he received from the Twins was not. Minnesota put up 4 runs on 5 hits before getting him pulled after just 2 innings. If a lineup that had Byron Buxton exit the game early can do that, Pivetta could be in for a long day against the Jays bats. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s bat alone is enough to cause that damage. Add in George Springer and Lourdes Gurriel Jr. and it just seems unfair. Even without Teoscar Hernandez, Toronto is still one of the best lineups in all of baseball. The Jays use pitcher Yusei Kikuchi to open the series Tuesday night, then allows Jose Berrios to take the mound on Wednesday. He hasn't had great success this season, but has enough previous success to feel confident he will perform to his potential. He improved from start 1 to start 2, and that came against the Yankees. Given his 3.52 ERA to finish 2021, he should be able to limit the damage just enough for Toronto to outproduce Boston. The Blue Jays are 4-1 in their last 5 games against one another, so the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. Both starting pitchers have struggled through 2 starts this season, and there's a strong possibility that both get lit up again on Wednesday. Nick Pivetta struggled with a 5.93 ERA and 1.46 WHIP in 5 starts against Toronto last season. He also posted a 5.4 ERA and 1.45 WHIP in 15 home games at Fenway Park. Jose Berrios has made 3 starts at Fenway and is 0-3 with a 7.31 ERA in those contests. The names in these lineups alone could field an all-star game and then some. The Blue Jays opened the season by having game totals of 18 in 2 of the first 3 games. Vlad Guerrero Jr. has already shifted MVP odds with his home run prowess. Between Alex Verdugo and Rafael Devers, Boston has some of the best hitters in the MLB in terms of OPS. All of that before even mentioning Xander Bogaerts, J.D. Martinez, Bo Bichette, and Gurriel Jr. These teams finished 2021 as 2 of the top 3 teams in OPS, and the only change was Boston adding Trevor Story. It would be even more reassuring if Teoscar Hernandez was in the lineup for Toronto. Regardless, there is enough firepower between these 2 lineups to launch this total to double digits. With the depth of each lineup and a 10 mph wind blowing out towards right center field, I expect both teams to score at least 5 runs. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.